Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is ASAD YAQUB and once again I welcome you to my IELTS video. This is the second video of IELTS reading series and this is the latest series which I am making on your demand because many of you were asking me to make videos on reading because you were telling me that still you have the problem in reading and all that. So your problem is actually my problem, okay? And my problems are my problems. Anyways, we have the question type sentence completion. This is a very popular type of questions in IELTS reading. This is this is academic IELTS reading. So what we need to do, they give you incomplete sentences and you got to complete them with the options like A, B, C, D, E, F. Now over here we've got only 3 questions and there are 6 options and the extra options or the extra 3 options, they are just the traps. Now let's see, I'm going to tell you how to solve this type of questions and how to read the question, how to scan the answer in the passage and all that. Let's take a start with this type. Okay, now we have questions 7 to 9. Complete each sentence with the correct ending. Now this is what we call matching. You have to match these 3 statements with these 6. See that? So it means 3 answers are correct and 3 answers are incorrect and the incorrect answers are traps. So here you don't need to read the options, just read one question. Question number 7 says managers working for Texas Gas Company. Now this is what you need to scan. Then we'll first find out Texas Gas Company, then we'll find managers, and after reading what do they do, then we can come back here and we decide which answer is the right one. So let's go back. For true false not given we have done until here. So we need to see where do they talk about Texas Gas Company. I found it here. Okay, so Texas Gas Company, but now I need to see where are the managers. Texas Gas Company, there is a applied formula based on ant colony behavior to optimize its factories and route its trucks. He explains if ant colonies had worked out a reliable way to identify the best routes between their nest and food source, the company managers, yes. Now we need to read this. Okay, so what do they do? I mean the answer is just very much here in this part. Miller visited a Texas Gas Company. There is he explains if ant colonies had worked out a reliable way to identify the best route between their nests and food sources, the company managers figured why not take advantage of that knowledge. That knowledge means ants knowledge. So they came up with a computer model based on self-organizing principle of an ant colony. Data is fed into the model, but all that stuff. Now let's see what is going to be appropriate for that. The question is managers working for a Texas Gas Company provide support for each other ideas in order to reach the best outcome? No. Managers working for a Texas Gas Company use detailed comments to create large and complicated systems? No. Managers working for a Texas Gas Company use decision-making strategies based on insect communities and colonies to improve their service. Yes, that's right. I tell you why. They say managers working for a Texas Gas Company use decision-making strategies. They use decision-making strategies based on insect communities. Insect communities means ants or ants colonies, sorry about that, to improve their service. Now let's go back and we read it once again. Here they say he explains if ant colonies had worked out a reliable way to identify the company managers figured why not take advantage of that knowledge. So they came up with a computer model based on the self-organizing principles of an ant colony. Self-organizing principles of an ant colony, right? The data is fed into the computer and all that. So managers working for a Texas Gas Company, they actually use decision making, and for decision making they are using the word self-organizing principles. Clear? Okay, yes. Now we go on. So managers working for Texas gas company use decision making strategies based on insect and all that. This is taken. So for question number 7, C is the answer. Now let's read question number 8. Citizens in an annual Vermont meeting. Vermont is a clue word and you got to scan. Citizen in an annual Vermont meeting. Now what happened to them? Then we will come over here. And by the way, we have read 2 options, so we are familiar, but we didn't read the last 3. Citizen in an annual Vermont and all that. Okay, we didn't find Vermont here. Miller explains. Let's find Vermont. Okay, Vermont, Voco, investigate, many bees compared. No, it's not here. Lengthy, their vocal came. No, it's not going to be here. Humans too can make clever decisions. Friendly, decision making competition. The best example I witnessed during my research was a town meeting. The word meeting has come. I get, oh good. Now there they said Vermont meeting, and here they say a town meeting I attended in Vermont. Now at this point we need to read the question once again. The question is, citizens in an annual Vermont meeting. What happened to the citizens? Let's just see. I attended in Vermont where citizens, yeah, we found it, where citizens met face to face to debate their annual budget. Okay, explains Miller. For group decision making to work well, you need a way to sort through the various options they propose, and you need a mechanism to narrow down these options. Then citizens in Vermont control their municipal affairs by putting forward proposals or backing up others' suggestions until a consensus is reached through a vote. As with the bees, now they are adding it with the bees. The broad sampling of options before a decision is made will usually result in a compromise acceptable to all. Now let's see what the question is, and then we got to decide which option is going to be right one for that. Okay, citizens in an annual Vermont meeting. A, because we got to read once again from here, provide support for each other's ideas in order to reach the best outcome. Yes, provide support for each other's ideas in order to reach the best outcome. Now these 3 things I clearly read. If we go back, I can just show you once again. See that attended, citizens met face to face, debate their annual budget, explain Miller. For the group decision making, the work well, you need to sort out citizens in Vermont control their municipal affairs by putting forward proposals. Now for putting forward proposals, here they are using the word provide support for each other's ideas. Proposals are ideas. Okay, by putting forward proposals or backing up others' suggestions. Yeah, backing up others' suggestions and provide support. Support and backup, that's the same thing. Provide support or backing up others' suggestions. For ideas they have used the word suggestions in order to reach the best outcome. Now I tell you where that is. Suggestions until a consensus is reached through a vote. Now for consensus is reached through a vote, they are using outcome for that, as with the bees and all that. So here we found the answer of question number 8, which is A. So A is also taken. Right? Now see A and C. Next is some internet users. Now over here the clue word is internet. Right? So we've already read 8 is here, definitely 9 is going to be here somewhere, and it's written the internet is also an era. Now we need to find out about some internet users and what do they do. That's what we have to actually find. The internet is also, okay, they are talking about internet, then principle. Now they are discussing this thing, we read about it, and by the way, we've already read this part, so we are familiar with that. Now where is the example of internet? Here they are explaining websites. Okay, termite mound, indirect collaboration is the key, people, principle. We need to see what people do. right? Because the question is some internet users. Now what do some internet users do? That's what we need to find out. Direct decision making, a new wall is built, a termite mound is the way, rather like a wiki website. Now wiki website is on the internet. So let's read. Rather than meeting up and talking about what we want to post online, we means like people, right? Meeting up. So they are using the word we for some people, right? The question is some internet users. So for users they are using we. Okay, this is important. We just add to what someone, maybe a stranger on the other side of the word, already wrote. This indirect knowledge of skill sharing is now finding its way into the corridors of power. Let's see. Okay, some internet users use detailed comments to create a large or complicated systems. No. D. Communicate with each other to decide who the leader will be. No, that's rather silly. Contribute independently to the ideas of others they do not know. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, with ASAD YAQUB IELTS reading is easy, huh? Some internet users contribute. Now I'm going to tell you how. Contribute independently to the ideas of others they do not know. They do not know means the people they do not know. Now I read from here. We just let's read from wiki. A termite mound in this way is rather like a wiki website. Rather than meeting up and talking about what we want to post online, we just add to what someone, maybe a stranger. Stranger means people we do not know. We just add to what someone, maybe a stranger on the other side of the word, already wrote. Now let's see, what is this? This says here contribute. Add contribute independently to the ideas of others they do not know, and for that they are using the word stranger. So they say we just add to what someone, maybe a stranger on the other side of the word, already wrote. This indirect knowledge and skill sharing is now finding its way in the corridors of power. So because they say we just add to what someone, maybe a stranger and all that. So from here we understand for question number 9, some internet users, the answer is going to be E. And now you can see repaired structures they have built without directly communicating. Even this is a trap. So we had 1, 2, 3 traps and other were the right answers. Okay, there we found one answer, there we found one answer, and there we found one answer.
Welcome back. So how was that? Tricky. IELTS reading is tricky. Believe me, IELTS reading is very, very, very tricky. But as you are going to be with me, you are also going to be tricky. So in order to deal with something tricky, you have to be tricky. Okay? If you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. And I run another channel, ASAD YAQUB Vlogs. You should subscribe to that channel as well. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. ASAD YAQUB wishes you all the best, all the best, all the best. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.